I'm going to be doing the Battle of Raphia on Legendary mode. Now, after the Rise of the Republic and all its upgrades, I'm going to start and try to do it right now. And it's always a tough battle in Legendary, as the Egyptian army is far inferior to the Seleucid army. We just have a few pikemen, a lot of trash Egyptian and Galatian swordsmen. The only good thing Egypt does have is missile units and scythe chariots, but they have to be used opportunely. Let's skip all this here. Okay, this setup is terrible, so I'm going to have to completely try a different setup with the army. I've seen other players, usually take the whole army off to some corner, off the side, or further back. I don't think that is necessary. It's just a matter how you set up the troops. So what I'm doing is I'm going to be basically setting up a line. The first line will be the junk Egyptian and Galatian swordsmen, and then right behind them is going to be the pikes and the hoplites. The cavalry will be on the flanks, and the missile units will be also behind the main infantry line, and they're going to be crucial. The scythe chariots are going to be in position to wait for a gap. Now, unlike previous versions that I've seen, a lot of times the Seleucids will just come charging right in suicidally, especially Antiochus. But I notice here, with this latest upgrade, I don't know if it's been previous, I haven't looked at this for a while, but it seems like Antiochus stays behind and kind of protects his missile units, because you usually want to use your scythe chariots to take out the Seleucid missile units. They have to be taken out or they will crush you. So here I'm just basically doing the formation. And the elephants are going to be to the extreme left of the cavalry, far away from the Seleucid elephants. I'm hoping to annihilate the Seleucid elephants early, so then I can use my elephants in a counteroffensive. So I'm just positioning everything the way I want it. The camel archers will be behind the cavalry on the right wing. The missile units will be properly placed behind the phalanx line. And Ptolemy will be behind, and Ptolemy's going to be useful at an opportune moment where he can do a rear charge or something. But the thing is, the Seleucid army is far stronger. Their cavalry is much better. They have Greek and companion cavalry, which is just devastating shock cavalry. And it's going to be helpful to use the missile units to try to get them to. I'm going to move the first line a little bit closer to the second line. And the purpose of this is so their missile units and their elephants and their phalanx or whatever cavalry is going to waste all their energy on these crap units on the front, which really mean absolutely nothing. And then by the time they get to the second line, the phalanx, they're going to be exhausted and possibly already worn down by missiles, where the second line can hold long enough, for, the rest. So this is how the setup's going to be. And let's position the elephants, let's position everything, and just wait what comes. Now the Seleucids, here they move. They're just the center of the infantry is in a very orderly fashion, but already the cavalry's charging right into and my missile units are already showering it with missiles. And now we got to get ready to take out the elephants. Here come the elephants charging, but they're charging into, my trash units. And it looks like the elephants are going to collapse. There we go. Yeah, they're being taken out. And it seems like the companion cavalry is just laying low. I guess they just want to march their infantry, do a power push right through the center. And then I guess they're going to apply the companion cavalry. But now that the elephants are gone, there's no reason to not launch a counterattack. Since the companion cavalry is just staying put, I'm just going to launch a counterattack and hopefully beat them and then be able to envelop the phalanx. But I'm still going to have to find a way to get my scythe chariots through to get to the peltas. But at least the Seleucid missile units are just pelting my garbage infantry and not my pikes, which is good. And my missile units are pelting their silver shields right now. And I'm going to get the elephants right to attack the cavalry. And let's get the scythe chariots active. Oh yeah, this is good. Missile units are doing a good job. And now since the elephants are on the flank and all that, I guess and the missile units have pelted the flanks of a couple phalanx units. Seems to be a confusion in the Seleucid center. This is a good opportunity. Oh yeah, completely annihilated here. Yeah, I think there's an opportunity here. Oh, this looks good. This looks good. Look at the confusion. The Seleucid infantry doesn't know what to do. One of my cavalry has been beaten. But the key is to keep on using the missile units to pelt as many these powerful silver shield and bronze shield units. And of course use the scythe chariots. Oh, the scythe chariots are doing a great job on the missile units. That's all they're good for, yes. Oh, just charging into the pikes there, the cavalry. This is good. This is really good. Now, we do have some companions that have broken through and are trying to get behind. But it seems like the Seleucid army is just completely disorganized at this point. There's just no cohesion and a proper plan of attack. And now Antiochus is becoming vulnerable. He can be attacked from 3 different directions now to the right. This is going much better than I expected. But it's just it's a tough battle. But the pikes are making some progress in the center. Antiochus's pikes, but I think it's a little too little too late. Here we have some companions charging into my hoplites, but that's not a good idea. The hoplites are pretty strong against cavalry. And now Antiochus is isolated, and it looks like he may be in some big trouble. My missile units are still just pounding on the Seleucid phalanx units, and also some of the companion cavalry. Yeah, it's not looking good. Just one companion in the back, just causing harassing. But look at the missile units. The missile units are just showering the phalanx units. And now I'm outnumbering the Seleucid army. It's not the prettiest of battles, but the key is to win in legendary mode. And I think this is one of the optimal setups to do this. You don't have to move to the side of the board, or you can do it right where you're at. Okay, they're just breaking now. Antiochus is off the field. He's been defeated or wounded. And now it's a matter of just rounding up a couple companion cavalry and finishing off the last infantry units. Though they're going to fight to the death. I mean, they're not going to just give up easily, especially in legendary mode. And I don't want Ptolemy to die, but I think he's doing okay. Yeah, Ptolemy's doing fine. Now this is just turning into a rout now. I think pretty much my whole army is intact, and I really have to thank my missile units. They've done a fabulous job. Really, really good. Here comes Ptolemy doing a rear charge to the last companion cavalry. And here my hoplites, they're going to attack. And my elephants are doing a last job on the companions. Yeah, this is pretty much it. Look at it. The Seleucids are already panicking. This is turning into a rout. So there it is. It's giving me the victory. The Seleucids have been defeated. I got a victory. I'm just going to continue to see how many more units I can kill to see if it gives me a better victory. But pretty much my Egyptian army is intact. A couple pikes suffered. I have one pikeman left. And the hoplites are doing fine. So this is... Let's take this all the way to the end. Alright, costly victory, that's fine. Look at the casualties here. Yeah, Pyrrhic victory, I mean, like it was historically, but I was up against a much stronger and better army on legendary mode, so I'll take any victory at this point. I just had a lot of trash units, but my missile units did the job, so... And here is the gold star for the Battle of Raphia. Thank you for watching. I may try some other battles too now.